Assalamualaikum class 8. Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is pressure. But first of all, let's start with atmosphere. So we live at the bottom of an ocean of air we call the atmosphere. What is basically an atmosphere? It is a layer or a set of layers of gases surrounding a planet or other material body that is held in place by the gravity of that body. Or we can easily say that an ocean of air where we live is known as atmosphere. It extends upwards from several hundred kilometers. Although most of the air lies within 10 kilometers of the Earth's surface, because air has weight, it presses down on you. At level, the weight of air is about 1 kilogram per each square centimeter. This is roughly equivalent to the weight of 10 family cars passing down on every square meter. You do not feel the pressure because your body is designed to cope with it. Your body fluids are at pressure too, and they push back with the same force. And air is taken into your body so that the pressure inside is the same as the pressure outside. Okay? Now moving towards pressure and force. First of all, what is force? You already know that the push or pull on an object with mass that causes it to change its velocity is known as force. On Earth, everything has weight, including the air above the Earth, because of the downward pull of gravity. Like other forces, scientists measure weight in newtons. Pressure is the what is pressure? Now, pressure is the force applied perpendicular to the surface of an object per unit area over which that force is distributed. As you guys can see in this picture, you can easily identify between force and pressure. Force is the push and pull between two objects, or for a push and pull of an object, while the pressure is a perpendicular force applied to a surface of an object, okay, on a particular area. The pressure caused by a force depends on the size of the force and the size of the area which is affected by it. You cannot push your thumb into a piece of wood, however hard you try, but you can quite easily push a drawing pin into the same piece of wood using the same force. This is because the force on the point of the drawing pin is concentrated on a much smaller area. Scientists say that the pressure on the point of the drawing pin is much higher than the pressure caused by a thumb on the piece of the wood. Okay, now how to measure pressure, or how pressure is measured. Pressure is measured in newtons per square meters. Now, what is the unit of pressure? The unit of pressure is also called Pascal. The formula from which we can calculate pressure is force upon area. As we have discussed in the definition, that pressure is the force per unit area. So here is the formula. You can see it. It's the ratio between force and area. Now talking about changing the pressure. So if a certain force is spread over a big area, then the pressure is low. Here are a few examples so that you can easily understand what I am going to explain, what I am trying to explain in this topic. Firstly, the pressure is small because the area over which it acts is large. In the first picture, there is a large force acting on the motorcyclist assistant, but because he has covered himself with a board, the large force is spread out over a large area, which means this stops him from being crushed. Okay. Now in the next picture you can see snowshoes spread out the men's weight, which makes it easier for them to walk over deep snow. When people in the snowy areas walk, they wear snowshoes, which helps them to walk easily so that they can not sink in the snow. In the next picture you can see a camel's wide feet. The camel's wide feet spread out its weight so that it does not sink into the sand. Camels are usually used or usually lives in deserts, so it's a sandy area which they have wide feet which help them to easily walk on the sand and prevent them from sinking. Okay, now moving towards, if a certain force is concentrated on a small area and not spread out, then the pressure is high. In the previous topic, we were discussing if a certain force is spread over a big area, then the pressure is low. But now we are talking about a force is applied on a small area and not spread out, then the pressure will obviously be low. In the first picture, you can easily see a sharp knife makes cutting easy. How? Because the area is small and the pressure is high. Okay. In the next picture, there are ice skates which press down on the ice and melt it under the blades. The ice is melted under the blades when people use these ice skates so that the skates slide along easily. In the last picture, there is the sharp point of a drawing pin, as I have explained in my previous slide, that if you put your finger on a sharp pointing pin or drawing pin, it will hurt you. So it means if a certain force is applied on a small area, and so basically the pressure will be high, and the pressure is high. Is that clear? So this was our whole chapter. This was our whole topic for today. In the next class, we will be discussing more about pressure and the laws. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.